Hello, this is Tate with Blackbear Outdoors, blackbearoutdoors.net, and today we're going to be transplanting some of our tomatoes that we've been growing. This guy's been growing for just right around plus or minus a month, just a little bit. So these guys have actually done great. They started out inside of our room, inside of our grow room, and then we've transferred them out to our room that is for hardening outside our little outside mini greenhouse. This happens to be a Brandywine tomato, which is an heirloom tomato. We are going to be planting them in our boxes here that we put up high so they're easy to get to, and then we'll be caging them just like these others here. Now, since we've only got about 8 inches of dirt, what we're going to start doing is what we call trough planting, and we're going to actually plant them at an angle, so they'll actually set like this. Now, what's really nice is these have already kind of grown towards the sun, and they did have leaves all the way down here. So they had their fake leaves, which are the 2 leaves you see when they first pop out of the ground, and then they had 2 more leaves about halfway up. So we pulled those off, and we're going to bury it as deep as we can. Even though this is about an 8 to 10 inch plant, we're going to only want to leave about 5 inches sticking out of the top of the ground. Now, if you come over here to our dirt, we've mixed up a little bit of our Roots organic soil, and go ahead, come on up. Okay, like I said, we pulled off some of the bigger leaves here. We've mixed up some of our Roots organic soil in here, just got a little perlite in there. We put some mycorrhizae in the bottom, and now we are just going to pop our plant out. We want to support it real well and just slide it right out of the box. Now if you look right here, we've got a bunch of root growth. This guy's definitely ready to get out of there. Now it's been soaking in a solution of Thrive Alive, a little bit of seaweed, and some basic chemicals to help it kind of support its transplant shock. Now we're just going to set it right down in there, and we're going to just bring in a little bit more dirt here, just so we've got it supported all the way around. Now I'm going to take a little bit more mycorrhizae and just sprinkle it, because this you really can't overdo it, and just sprinkle it right around the roots. Now, one other thing we'll be doing here, and you'll see it in some of our later watering videos, but we're going to be taking an old pot, just like this, and we're going to be burying it down in the dirt to give us a watering trough, so we can actually feed directly from there. Now, the ones we're going to be putting in are just slightly longer, and they'll actually be able to water directly to the bottom of the roots. After a few weeks, after it's grown up, now you're going to see the first couple days it's going to act like it's kind of like had a bad day, because it's going to be a little bit of transplant shock, not too bad, but a little bit. Now from there it's going to go ahead and just perk right back up, and don't worry if your plants are leaning over a little bit to the, laying down if you're troughing them, but that allows them to they'll come right back up in a couple days. They'll straighten right back up. And like I said, this is a really great idea to have that little pot in there, that way it goes directly to the roots. Sometimes not only do I put holes in the bottom, but I'll cut a couple holes in the side, and that will allow that all the nutrients and everything to go directly to the roots. Like I said, this is Tate with Blackbear Outdoors, blackbearoutdoors.net. Thanks a lot.